Hey guys, it's wedding season and I wanted to recreate a look that I wore to one as a guest recently. So let's go ahead and get started. For foundation, I wanted to use a long wear one and I'm mixing it with a little bit of my Becca illuminator so that it looks really fresh on my skin all night long. And I'm just going to blend this all over my face with a damp beauty blender. And I do have my brows done already. I used my NYX micro brow pencil in the color Taupe to fill them in. And going right into my eyes, I'm using all Coastal Scents Hotpots today, and I'm picking up this light taupe shadow, and I'm going to use a big fluffy brush to blend it along my crease as a transition shade. And then I'm grabbing this warm salmon color and I'm putting this all over my lids. And I'm also going to blend it out with a blending brush just to soften up the edges of this color a little bit. And I know you guys have asked me to swatch some of my favorite Coastal Scents Hot Pots, and this is probably the best way to show you guys because these colors are the ones I use most often. And using another blending brush, I'm picking up this warm terracotta shade and I'm blending this along my crease, and this will really warm up the whole look. And then I'm just going to blend out the edges a little bit. Now I'm using a tapered brush to blend a chocolate brown at the outer corner of my lids to give them a little bit of dimension. And since I'm adding a darker shadow, I just want to make sure that it blends in well with the other shadows. So I'm just going to take a blending brush to soften that up. And I'm also going to just touch up the salmon color in case we lost some of it from the blending. I'm using a Lorac Perfection concealer under my eyes and in between my brows just to conceal and highlight these areas. And then I'm just going to blend it out. And this was a new concealer that I saw at Ulta and I have been loving it so far. It does a really good job at concealing and brightening up my eyes. And to set it, I'm just going to use a little bit of this powder foundation. I don't want to use any translucent powder in case of flash photography or anything. I'm also going to add that terracotta color underneath my eyes to balance the top and bottom out. And then I'm highlighting the inner corners with my Becca highlighter in Opal. This will just help brighten up the eyes a little bit. And then I'm going to line my eyes with a liquid waterproof liner just in case of any tears throughout the night. And I'm just going to create a wing. I'm also going to contour the sides of my nose just a little bit using that light taupe color that I used in the beginning. And then I'm adding a few coats of mascara on my eyes and I'm just going to let this dry before I put on my falsies. And to really sculpt out my contour, I'm just going to take this gray toned bronzer with a small angled brush and I'm going to place it right at the hollows of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush and an all over the face bronzer and I'm going to soften and buff this out. And I'm also going to dust it along the perimeters of my face to warm up my complexion, and I'm going to blend it along my jawline and down my neck. And then I'm just going to add a really pretty peach blush on my cheeks and blend it right into the bronzer to give my face a really natural pink flush. And then to brighten my complexion and keep my skin glowing, I'm going to add a highlight on top of my cheeks. On the lips, I'm keeping it really natural. I'm going to use a nude pink lipstick in Honey Love by MAC, and I'm going to just add a little bit of this warm brown color to define them. And this is Matte Frappuccino by Jordana. And just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to glue on a long pair of falsies. And that is pretty much it for the makeup. And for my hair, I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm just going to leave it tousled with some soft curls. And I'm going to pull the middle top of it back and pin it in place. And I like to pull the front bangs out a little bit to keep it wispy and soft. But that's pretty much it. And I just finished off with some hairspray. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. I will see you guys later.